Loaded show ahead here on this edition of NFL Daily by Chat Sports. Micah Parsons not happy in Dallas. Could he be traded? Speaking of trades, right there within the same division, Terry McLaurin has a new trade request with the Washington Commanders. We'll break that all down for you coming up here on today's show. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Let's start with Micah Parsons. The new details from the Athletics NFL Insider Dianna Russini are that Micah Parsons is not too pleased with his situation right now, as he would like a new contract, and the Cowboys are not at the negotiating table at the moment with Parsons and his agent. Here's more from Russini. Breaking, the Micah Parsons-Cowboys relationship has deteriorated to the point where the star pass rusher is considering drastic measures, which could include a trade request or even a declaration that he is severing his relationship with the team, per multiple league sources familiar with the situation. The two sides remain far apart heading into the second week of training camp and are not currently negotiating. Now, what's interesting here is Parsons has not held out, that he has still taken part in training camp, not even a hold in. He's still been practicing, even with this rift in their relationship. And considering a trade request here, I don't think this should come as too big of a surprise, as this relationship has soured for quite some time. You go back a year and a half ago, there was a report out of Frisco, the Star, the Cowboys facility, that if Dallas were to ever move on from Micah Parsons, that organization, there would be people within the building that wouldn't mind if that happened at all, based on the way he has gone about things in his career there in Dallas. More from Russini. Among the key issues, Micah Parsons spoke directly with Jerry Jones over multiple days in the spring. The team believed those conversations were negotiations, that it had a deal, multiple league sources said. But Parsons believed the talks were just conversations and wanted his agent to handle the negotiations when his agent attempted to start negotiations. The Cowboys declined to engage with him and told the pass rusher that they believed they already had a deal. Now the team is refusing to engage with Parsons' agent at all, creating a tense standoff amid increasing friction. And I don't think there's anybody to blame but the Dallas Cowboys here. There's always two sides to every story when it comes to these contract talks. And in this case, this all falls solely on Dallas. And I think that you could point to how Jerry Jones has handled things. They waited way too long when it came to Dak Prescott. It cost them a lot of money. They waited far too long on CeeDee Lamb, and that cost them even more money. And now they're making the same mistake over and again with Micah Parsons here. As you see, TJ Watt already got paid. Myles Garrett got paid. And, even if they somehow make this work and keep Micah Parsons around, it's going to come at a cost. We all knew this was coming, that there would be a breaking point because of how the Cowboys work, that they don't prioritize the players the way they should. And I think there's a possibility that Micah Parsons very well just might sit out. We saw him sit out his final season at Penn State, that COVID year, and so he's already done this before. This could be a Le'Veon Bell situation potentially if Micah Parsons and the Cowboys cannot come to terms on an agreement anytime soon, and if the Cowboys are not willing to trade Micah Parsons. It'll be something to monitor there. More on Micah Parsons in a moment, but first, want to make sure you're subscribed to Chat Sports as we bring you nonstop NFL content, and we are certainly heating things up. We had a watch party last night for the Hall of Fame game. We're going to be doing more watch parties, our Red Zone channel, news and rumors, and more. If you would like to be a part of our NFL coverage, you need to be subscribed. I want to get at least 20 subs off today's video. You can subscribe now for free. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV to subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. More on Micah Parsons and his outstanding career. He has been so good. The two-time first-team All-Pro, a second-team All-Pro selection in 2023, a four-time Pro Bowler, and he's been good from the jump, folks, as he was the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2021. And he's been consistent since the beginning as well. 13 sacks in 2021, 13 and a half in 2022, 14 in 2023, 12 last year, despite only playing in 13 games. And you have to think that he hasn't even reached his full potential yet, that he's just now starting to enter those prime years of his career. And because of that, his cost is going to be a lot. Whether it's Dallas or somebody else, you're looking at a contract projection of about 4 years, $172 million, with about $43 million per year, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in the National Football League. And if you're going to trade for Micah Parsons, not only do you have to pay him that money, but it is going to be quite excessive what it's going to cost on the trade market. You're looking at giving up about 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick as well, just to get something done to bring Parsons in. So let's ask you, prediction time. Are the Cowboys going to end up trading Micah Parsons? Got 2 options here. Type T for trade, K for keep. Tell us in the comments section what you think. We'll tell you more about Terry McLaurin in a moment, but we want to hear from you guys first what you think when it comes to Parsons. Today's show is sponsored by our friends at Ethos. As a future father, trust me when I say life insurance matters. It's not fun to think about what would happen if something happened to you, but you need to be prepared. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's Ethos, ETHOS.com/NFL Daily. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry, and it's more affordable than you might think. Ethos is an online platform that makes getting life insurance fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. There is no complicated process, and it's 100% online. No medical exam is required. You just answer a few health questions and get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ETHOS.com/NFL Daily. That link is in the comments section and description of today's show. We move on now. Let's talk Terry McLaurin. Is he done in the nation's capital after he requested a trade yesterday? The news coming from NFL Insider Jordan Schultz, who posted this. Breaking: Commanders All-Pro wide receiver Terry McLaurin has requested a trade, multiple sources tell me. Some more context from ESPN's Adam Schefter, who said there have been teams that have made an effort on making a move for disgruntled wide receiver Terry McLaurin, but the Commanders have had no interest in moving on from him. Much like we talked about with the Dallas Cowboys, this is silly on the part of the Washington Commanders. He has earned his money. He has played at an extremely high level and looks like one of the best receivers in football. And if you need a reminder of where he's come from, I know they have Jaden Daniels now, who had a terrific rookie season this past year, and Terry McLaurin had the best season of his career. But he was doing well before Daniels showed up with bad quarterback play. When you talk Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett, Taylor Heineke, he was thriving with all of those guys. And so if you're the Commanders here, there shouldn't be anything to prove from Terry McLaurin. You should want to pay this guy to keep him around long term. At the end of the day, I think this is a negotiating tactic. We have seen trade requests in recent years with players like Myles Garrett just a few months ago, Lamar Jackson as well, just to name a couple, where it wasn't the end of the road. It used to mean in the National Football League that if you made a trade request, it was over, that there was no turning back from that, that the player essentially could not return, that the chemistry could not be salvaged and all that. That's not the case. I think Terry McLaurin, at the end of the day, wants to remain with the Washington Commanders, and I think the Commanders are going to get a deal done, but it doesn't mean it isn't going to be ugly when it comes to getting this all put together. More on Terry McLaurin here in just a moment, but first, your chance to be the GM here on NFL Daily. Will the Commanders trade Scary Terry? You got 2 options here. Type Y for yes, N for no. Your chance to be the GM. Tell me if they think the Commanders are going to make a trade or not. Let's talk more about Scary Terry and his resume. A second-team All-Pro this past season, along with his second Pro Bowl selection. His first came in 2022, and this is what we're talking about when it comes to his consistency, folks. Despite the bad quarterback play he's dealt with over the years. He's had 5 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons, and it all started right away with how good he was as a rookie in 2019 as he was named to the Pro Football Writers Association's all-rookie team. And here's what we're talking about stats-wise. This year, you put him with a good quarterback like Daniels, and he had 13 touchdowns, nearly 1,100 yards, and he has been so consistent. Over 1,000 yards in 2023, close to 1,200 in 2022, close to 1,100 in 2021, 4 touchdowns in 2023, 5 in 22, and 5 in 21 as well. If he remains in Washington or if he goes to another team, his price tag is going to be high. We've seen the market go up quite a bit at the receiver position over the last few years. We're projecting him at about a 3-year, $93.17 million deal, which would pay him about $31.1 per season. And if Washington were to trade him, because of the price tag of receivers going up, we've seen the trade market go down where Terry McLaurin, had he been traded a couple of years ago, you probably get a first-round pick for him. Now I think the standard price is going to be about a second and a fifth-round pick because you do have to trade Terry McLaurin, trade for him as well, and pay him and all that. It gets a little pricey. So I think about a second and a fifth is what Washington would likely get. They'll try to get a first-round pick, but that seems unlikely. For more NFL coverage, subscribe now to NFL Daily by Chat Sports, youtube.com/ChatSportsTV. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.